if you do not like this video within the next 5 seconds, you will be banned on NBA 2K20 for the rest of your life.
I can't think, yeah, I don't wanna stress. I bought a foreign whip, but I don't wanna flex. Step back and shoot, and it hit nothing but net. I always win like I rigged and paid.
What is good, YouTube family? It's your boy Risk, and we are back with another video. And in today's video, we'll be showing not only the best rep method, as you can see by the title, but I will also be showing you guys the best builds to get rep, the best wheel spin to get the double rep off the wheel, and the best events you should be playing to make sure you maximize that double rep. So if you have not yet, I want you guys to smack that like button. Let's aim for around, 100 likes at least for this video. And then after that, I want you guys to go hit that big red subscribe button and set those notifications to all notifications. And with that being said, let's hop right into today's video.
She know I keep the bag on me. How about got a couple racks on me? I'ma hit it, then I dip. No, I do not trust a bitch, cause they all be the same to me. All these thoughts always running through my head. I'ma get the bag, double back for the bread. I'd rather smoke a blunt, kicking back in my bed. And yeah, she in my line, cause she know I'm getting bread.
So like I said, in today's video, I'll be showing you guys the best rep method. But in order for you guys to, maximize the rep you get, you need to make sure you are using the right builds. Because yes, certain builds and certain pie charts will give you more rep than others. And as you guys probably already know, before even clicking on this video, the best way to get rep is going to be throwing lobs. Now, how to do that is a different story, but it's going to be off throwing lobs on the twos court. So we want to get a good point guard build and a good build that could dunk the ball and catch those lobs. So first of all, the best pie chart I would do if you are a point guard throwing lobs is going to be this pie chart right here. Pretty much the one that's majority playmaking, or this other one which is half playmaking and half shooting. Both these pie charts will give you much more rep than any other pie chart in terms of point guards when throwing these lobs and completing this rep method. And it is very important that you have these. Now, the actual build that you make with these doesn't really matter as long as you're using these pie charts. I could link, if you look at the top right, I'll be linking some videos up there of mine of using those pie charts on other builds. But now, if you are going to be the one catching the lobs, there's going to be a power forward build, and you're going to use the first pie chart only. That is going to be the majority of finishing, because obviously we are finishing the lobs, and this will get you the most rep. Because this way, by using, if both of the teammates use these pie charts, the point guard uses the most of the playmaking, the power forward or center uses most of the finishing, you guys will both get the same amount of rep, and it will make it fair, and you guys will rep up extremely fast. So once again, if you want to build using this pie chart, look at the top right of this video. Now, with that being said, since we now know the builds we're going to use, the pie charts we're going to use, I'm now going to quickly mention the badges I would recommend when completing this rep method. So let's hop right into that. So obviously, we're going to hop into our finishing badges first. Now, you might not have 30 finishing badges if you don't want to upgrade your build that way, but I'm just going to show you guys the general badges you would need. Now, starting off, obviously, we are going to be catching lobs, so the first badge is going to be a very obvious one in Lob City Finisher. You want to get that as high as possible, preferably Hall of Fame, because that is going to be the most important badge during this whole entire method for either teammate. So once you get Lob City Finisher, Contact Finisher is another really good one, because obviously there might be people, standing under the basket preventing your lobs. So without this badge, you guys will not be able to complete that lob. Your player will drop it. So it's very important you have Contact Finisher. Same with Relentless Finisher. If you have no energy, your player will not jump and catch the lob. A lot of people get frustrated when their players are not catching the lobs. It's because they do not have this badge. So make sure you have Relentless Finisher on as well. Now, another fourth solid badge would be Slithery Finisher, and then as a possible fifth, maybe Pick and Roller, because obviously when you choose that pie chart of majority finishing, you're going to have a lot of finishing badges. So these two are not, that important, but they will help you. The main ones you want to worry about at least are going to be Lob City, Contact, and Relentless Finisher. Then after that, you can pretty much do whatever you want. But Slithery Finisher and Pick and Roller won't be bad, because obviously we're doing a lot of pick and rolls on the twos court. And Slithery Finisher is just in general just a very good badge to avoid contact and potentially avoid contact when going up for a lob. So now we're going to move on to our playmaking badges that we will use if you are running the guard position. Once again, similar to the finisher, if you are going to be using this guard build, you might pick the pie chart that's majority playmaking, resulted in 30 playmaking badges. And you might think, but Risk, all I'm doing is throwing lobs. What badges would I need at that point? And I'll show you guys right now. Obviously, yes, Lob City Passer Hall of Fame, but there is more to it, guys. There is more badges that are very important. For example, Hall of Fame Flashy Passer. I'm not going to explain it to you guys yet, but this is involved in the rep method, so later on in the video you will understand why I have that Hall of Fame. So now that we have those two Hall of Fame, we're able to get this pretty much the rep method complete. But to just make it a little bit more, you know, efficient, we're going to get Needle Threader Hall of Fame. Why? Because we are throwing lobs. We do not want our lobs to get caught midair. We do not want it to get tipped out of bounds, and Needle Threader will actually prevent that. And then after that, that's pretty much essentially all you need. You could add other badges, obviously, like, you know, maybe, you know, unpluckable, downhill, you know, stuff like that. Just extra stuff to, you know, make your badge grinding or rep grinding a little bit, you know, easier. But like I said, those 3 badges are the most important badges. So now that we have all the badges and all the builds down packed, let's now move on to our wheel spin method so we can know how to get that ×2 rep pretty consistently for 5 to 10 hours. Now, after surfacing YouTube for a while, I figured out that this is going to be the best way to spin it. You're going to want to let your bar drop all the way down and then release it, you know, right at that exact point. So you can obviously screenshot it so you know exactly where it is. But what I found to be is that's the easiest way to get the double rep off the wheel. Now, if you do not get it off this method, you can obviously just search up on YouTube best, you know, wheel spin method, and that will work perfectly fine. The point is, make sure you're spinning your wheel and getting that double rep. Now, like I said, now that we know the builds, we know how to get the double rep off the wheel, we got to know the events, alright? This is very important to getting legend as fast as possible and getting the most rep possible. You need to know these events. You could do this by checking the event schedule, as you see here, by scrolling through briefly here. All these events are giving you double rep. We're talking about Court Conquer, double rep, The Wreck, double rep for 24 hours. All these events will be giving you double rep, and that is why so many people are hitting legend this year. People will go literally from Elite 3 to Legend, Elite 1 to Elite 2 within 24 hours, and people will be so confused, saying, oh, you're boosting, you're hacking the game. It's as simple as they're playing the event while having that double rep, so they're potentially getting, in some cases, 4 times, 8 times rep, because that is how crazy this game is. And as you see, all these events are also, for the most part, besides the rec one, there are 2v2 events, and this rep method is best known for 2v2. So, you know, doing the rep method, doing that double, you know, rep off the wheel while playing these events, guys, will give you so much rep. So with that being said, let's now talk about how to do this rep method. Now, first of all, like I said, it's common sense for the most part. It's going to be throwing lobs, all right? The easiest way is going to be off the pick and roll. You're literally going to set a screen, and you're going to, as the guard, you're going to drive towards the basket, because obviously, if we use common basketball knowledge here, if I'm driving to the paint while my, you know, defender is screened, the opposing defender who is guarding my teammate will have to pick up on me, and that will leave a lob wide open because the other defender will be chasing the slasher straight behind them. Now, these next 2 clips, I added them in here because obviously, yes, they were not successful lobs or anything like that, but I added in here to show you guys that yes, no matter what build you have, no matter what attributes you have, no matter what badges you have, every lob will not get completed. That's something you have to understand, and you cannot become frustrated with it. You guys have to just keep on pushing, keep on doing it. If it goes out of bounds, whatever, play defense, get the ball back, and continue doing the method. Now, like I said, the other method you could do that you just saw in that clip is going to be off the inbound. Now, this will only work when the slasher is inbounding the ball. So at this point, what you want to do is the guard has to come behind the guy who he's checking the pass with. The slasher will run to the left, and then you will dribble to the right. I didn't really dribble to the right. I kind of stood there because I saw it open no matter what. But that's what you want to do. You want the guard to dribble to the right, and then the slasher go to the left, and the lob will be open every time off the inbound. But remember, that will only happen when the slasher is inbounding the ball. Now, another thing to take note of is the rep will eventually cap off, right? I believe it is 7 to 8 lobs. I will go for 8 lobs. So every game, once you throw 8 lobs, if you throw 9 lobs, it will not count the rep for that 9th lob because they don't want you to get, you know, that crazy amount of reps. So you might be like, what do you do? Well, you would do what you just saw in that clip right there. Once you throw those 8 lobs and your rep for that is capped out, you have to do something else to get rep. And the easiest way and the best way is going to be flashy pass assist to your slasher. As you see right there, exactly is what you need to do. You're going to throw a flashy pass, and your slasher just pretty much going to drive in and just dunk the ball, a reverse dunk, a hop step, and no matter if it goes in or not, they have to do it right away to make sure you get the assist for it. And that is why we have flashy passer Hall of Fame, because we want to avoid, you know, kind of slow or bad passes like that. And getting that flashy passes will also increase your takeover and help your slasher get takeover to make sure he could dunk the ball very easily. As you see in that last clip, I kind of ran around the defender because they eventually quit out the game, so we had no other way of scoring. But that's what you guys want to do, guys. You want to, you know, take into account everything that you guys saw in this video, and, you know, learn how to do it. Learn the methods, learn the wheel spin method, make those builds if you do not have any of those builds yet. And I promise you guys, when you guys do all of these things combined, you will be a top rep. As you see, I'm not the highest rep because I don't play this game a lot. I play Pro-Am, but I still know how to get rep. Alright, so with that being said, I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and if you guys found it helpful, please drop a like and hit the subscribe with the notification bell set to all notifications. It's your boy Risk, and I'm out.
It's funny how now she be calling me back. She see that I got it, I'm stuck in the trap. 40 autos, and we put it right back. 40 autos, and he left in the back. I can't be trusting cause people just act. I get the money, I run it right back. The plug on my phone, I get to these racks. The plug on my phone, I'm gonna get back. I can't be trusting cause people be switching and